Now, as you're doing this, ask Swami to show you what does real stillness, real inner stillness or inner steadiness feel like. Ask him to show you. Just say, Swami, show me. Okay, good, very good. You can come back to the present moment now. Gently move your hands and feet. Always ground yourself after doing the Maypole exercise, just by coming back to your body and feeling your body. Yeah, could you get a glimpse? Could you see something? Could you become quiet for a while? Yeah, it's easy, no? Yeah. See, what happens when you try to do it is very hard. And you're like, oh man, Dr. Sola told me to be still and I can't be still. Yeah. But when you do it this way, through the high C, it becomes much easier. You're learning to depend on God. God helps those who help themselves. So you make this much effort and Swami will fill in the rest. You put in your maximum effort, but you make sure that he will fill in the rest. Play with Swami though. See, what happens is when you try too hard, you get serious, like, it's supposed to be silent, and it won't happen, no? So instead, play with Swami. And so when you're doing these sort of advanced portions of the Maypole, make it a game, make it a play. So what I do, for example, is I share Swami's love almost continuously. So I'm connected to the Maypole when I'm walking, when I'm cycling, when I'm going to the gym, when I'm, whatever it is that I'm doing, when I'm at work and office. So I'll connect to the Maypole, and then I will just keep sending Swami's love. Keep sending. And then I make it a game, okay? How much love can I blast this person with, okay? So that's the game. And can I send more love today than I sent tomorrow? Okay, you see, just make it fun. It becomes a game. How much love can I send so that I disappear in that love? There's no more Srikanth. It's just Swami's love. Okay? Can I send that much love? Do you see? So you make it a game, make it fun that way. And it becomes a lot easier. Then you'll be just skipping and dancing as opposed to struggling all the time in your sadhana. So the same thing with this tirtha flow. Make it a game. How silent can you become? How still can you become? Yeah? So see that and try to play with it, okay? What happens to the area where you're sitting? That chair that you're sitting in, or the asana, or the place you're sitting, does it have that energy after a while? Not the very first time, but maybe after 3, 4, 5 days of doing this regularly, then that energy of stillness should come to that place where you're practicing this exercise. Can you do it not only when you're in your sitting meditation, can you do it when you're going for a walk? Why not? Try it that way. How about when you're grocery shopping? Don't do it when you're driving, but things that require a lot of concentration, but maybe when you're shopping for groceries, can you do it then? Please don't do it when you're talking to your spouse. They will get angry with you, but maybe other times you can do this. Okay, now once you're still, then we can really start to understand Swami's will. Okay, Swami's will. And this is, when we talk about surrender, so much of it is surrendering to the will of the Lord, right? But what happens is, I don't know about you guys, but I find it really hard to understand exactly what is Swami's will, right? We say sankalp or sankalpa. I have no clue most of the time. I know he wants me to love. I know he wants me to be happy. And that's really about it. The rest of the stuff, most of the time, I really don't know. And I've given up trying. So what I do is just allow his will, his sankalpa, to flow through me. So in this next exercise, we're going to work on this sankalpa flow. Now, Swami described this once. I heard this twice from 2 different students who were in the room when this happened. So Swami had called several students into the interview room. This was in Puttaparthi. And one of the students had a question about God's will. And is it really there all the time? Because the gist was that the boy felt that we do everything and God's will is some nebulous thing. And Swami explained, well, it's like the current in the light, that makes the light turn on. It's that electricity that makes the light flow. But that boy really didn't get it. So then Swami decided to give another exercise. He told the boy, he said, lift up your arm. So the boy lifted his arm like this, and then Swami said, okay, put it back down. Then Swami said, lift up your arm. And the boy looked like this at his arm. Said, Swami, no, like this. Then he couldn't do it. And Swami said, see, that is God's sankalpa. Okay? So unless that sankalpa is there, it won't happen. Now, how do you get yourself attuned to that sankalpa? I have no clue. I try so hard to keep myself in that, like really figure out what is Swami's sankalpa and follow only that, and I cannot. I gave up. So what I do is I just say, Swami, let your sankalpa, your will, flow through me, and then whatever needs to happen, whatever needs to be thought, felt, spoken, or done, you take care of it. And it really works. It really works. Now here's the thing about being in that state. You will know when you're really in that state, because you will feel bliss, ananda. Okay? You'll know you're really in that state of being completely immersed in God's sankalpa, His will, because you will feel bliss or ananda. Okay, so shall we try this now? And don't feel bad if you're not feeling ananda right away. It takes a while, but a couple of times. But let's give it a try and see how it goes. So get back into your position. Okay, hands are in your laps like small bowls facing upwards as if you're ready to receive. And you're in your golden circle. Maypole is in front of you. One ribbon is in your hand. Take a few breaths in and out to relax yourself and ask Swami to send you his sankalpa flow, the flow of his divine will. And if you don't feel it right away, be like a small child in front of Swami and ask him, bug him, pester him like how a child will pester his parent or her parent. Be like that. Send your sankalpa flow. Let me be immersed in it. Good. You can gently come back. That was really good. Could you feel it? Yes? Yeah, it's a pleasant, happy feeling, yes? Now, note that being in attuned to Swami Sankalpa is not about you doing anything. Did you get that? It's not about you doing anything. It's a state of awareness, a state of beingness. That's all. And in that beingness, whatever needs to happen will happen. And now naturally you have to get up and go do your work or travel home or whatever. So what you do is you just say, Swami, I'm going to get up now, but let your sankalpa flow through me all day. That's all. And if you forget, just reconnect for 30 seconds and let it flow again. That's it. Simple, no? Okay? Make it fun. Make it a game with Swami. Play with Swami. Okay. Last thing, Swami's darshan. Right? It's the most beautiful thing in the world. You know how now, like when Swami was there, we used to go and we used to sit for hours and hours, and sometimes we'd be like, man, Swami, I really have to go to the bathroom, and the talks would go on for a long time, and then one more speaker would come, and still Swami would be sitting there, and then you think that Swami, please send him away, but Swami will bless him, and then that person will get up to speak, and then you're like, ayyo, Swami, but now if we just had that one glimpse of Bhagavan, how much, what would mean to us. So through Swami's darshan flow, his darshan flows to you and through you, to you and through you. That's the order. Flows to you and through you. Then you get his darshan that way. And what will happen is other people will feel it, I guarantee. I was doing this once in a grocery store. I was just waiting in the line to pay for my groceries, and I was just doing this darshan flow. I wasn't standing like this or anything. I was just, next to the grocery cart and waiting for the person in front of me to do her billing. And I was just allowing this darshan flow to go through me. And the lady in front of me, she started crying. Not a sad crying, a joyful crying. And she had a tissue. She pulled out a tissue from her purse, a pocket tissue, and she said, "I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. Please, I apologize." That's how people feel this darshan flow. And it was nothing that I was doing. It was Swami's darshan that was doing this. So people will feel it even if you're not aware of it. Now, what happens with that darshan flow, where it goes, who it affects, how it affects them, is none of your concern. Okay? Your role is just his darshan flows to you and through you. Okay? That's all. Okay? And this is the funnest thing to do in the world. So let's all enjoy it. Okay? Let's get back to the Maypole. Relax again. Remember, the very first thing to do in the Maypole is to relax. If you're not relaxed, none of these things will work. So let's relax. Take in a few deep breaths. And ask the high sea to send you its darshan flow. Swami's darshan should flow to you and through you. Now let's go a little bit further. Let's ask Swami or the high sea to send to you divine beauty. Divine beauty. Not a Hollywood definition of beauty, but Swami's definition of divine beauty. Ask that energy to flow to you and through you. Very good. You can gently come back. Move your hands and feet a little bit. How was that darshan flow? Usha Swami, how was that?
I just became Swami became me and I became Swami.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was not there. Because Swami was sitting in that field.
Yes. So one of the things about these, asking God's energy, whether it's the stirtha flow, you too, please transcribe this properly. So whatever that flow, darshan flow, sankalpa flow, divine beauty, whatever it is you have to get out of the way. Yeah, you have to get out of the way. Okay, yeah, good. So all the ladies are looking so pretty. All the gents are looking so handsome. Divine beauty is something you can ask for, and it's not about being more pretty in a Bollywood type of way. It's just that all of you are already so beautiful. We've all seen, no? When Swami would go for darshan, and it doesn't matter who they were, Swami would stand in front of them, and suddenly whoever it was that Swami was looking at, they would become so beautiful, no? So beautiful. We've seen that many, many times. It's that kind of beauty. It's that kind of beauty. That's the kind of beauty that this flow gives you. So keep doing these on a regular basis and learn to do it not even when you're not sitting in a meditation. Learn to do it when you're going for a walk or a stroll. Learn to do it when you're doing housework at your home. Learn to do it when you're doing small items that don't require too much attention or activities. I do it when I'm gardening, for example. So learn to do these activities in these sort of low demand type of things, and you'll see that your darshan comes to you automatically. And you'll go back to that place where you were doing it, like, wow, that darshan energy really is here. It stays in that place where you were. That's how it flows, and that place becomes blessed just because you did that simple exercise of bringing Swami's energy to you and through you. Okay? All right. Now, you can do this for other things too, like practical things. Like, let's say you're traveling somewhere and you really have to go to the bathroom, and there's no bathroom, or there's a long line, or whatever it is, and you just ask for energy to please let me hold it comfortably, you know? It sounds funny, but it really works, and believe me, I've done this. It really works, okay? Let's say, like, I like to run, and so I was running a 10K, 10 kilometers, and that last kilometer, I was starting to get tired. It was like, 1 hour for me. I was like, okay, I'm really starting to feel it. My pace was starting to drop off. Like, okay, I'm feeling it. So I did just, Swami, give me strength for running. While I'm running, I'm doing the Maypole. Give me strength for running. And then, I sped up and then, finished the 10K run comfortably without, too much trouble. So for small things and big things, learn to connect to the high C and get whatever you need from the high C. Yeah? Instead of us straining so much, learn to get whatever you need from the high C and see how your life is transformed. Yeah? And how the people around you also become transformed. When you share this sthita flow, right? When you share this sankalpa flow, especially when you share the darshan flow, automatically the space around you also gets transformed. We've all been to places where Swami has been physically, right? How does that place feel? It's beautiful, no? It's so beautiful. And so this is, in a way, very similar to that. Swami is everywhere, of course, but we're just manifesting, or he is manifesting his energy through us. That's all. Okay? Questions on this? Comments? You all understand? So go and practice this. It's fine to do it when you're doing your sitting meditation. It's even more awesome to do this during your regular activities throughout the day. Yeah. Wonderful. Let's end with Om and 3 Shantis. Om Shanti 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 Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.